very rainy good morning to all of my friends out in YouTube land. The weather is, it's a little dreary today. That's all right. We never get this, in Southern California. So, it's much needed. I just wish I didn't have to drive in it. You know what I mean? So the big thing, I know I've mentioned this in several of my videos, is, and the main reason I missed my Kia, other than the fact that it's a really good car. Sorry, I just have to get around these slow pokes. But the adaptive cruise, it is just, it's so wonderful. So you can see the Nissan Rogue, or as a friend of mine, his autocorrect made it Rouge, but it's a Rogue. So I'll set my cruise 29. I'm going to go ahead and speed that up to, let's just say 65. And so now my rainproof boot is off the gas pedal. Come on, focus. There we go. Have it near the brake in case I need, but as you can see, I'm just going to call it the Nissan Rouge. I like that better. The Nissan Rouge has moved out of the way, and now I'm behind this blue Dodge Ram. So you can see I've got it set at 65 miles per hour. And we're just matching speed with this dude. It's not the best feature if you're looking to make up time or whatever, because it's literally just gonna match speed. But see, right now I need to get over, so I could leave it on, but I'm gonna just switch it off and gently accelerate myself until I feel like it's a good point to either resume or set. And we're almost at that point. I have to get over soon, so with this morning traffic, the timing is everything.
In half a mile, use the right 3 lanes to exit right.
I know. So we're going to go ahead, and I think this is a good spot. But, there are some extra considerations. It is raining, and, the cruise control, I'm sure the cruise and the active handling, or whatever they call it, I'm sure those systems do
exit to the right onto State Route 2 South.
But at the
Los
same
Angeles.
time, I don't, I wouldn't just blindly trust it. I wouldn't just go barreling through at, a high rate of speed and just trust that everything's going to be fine. When driving in the rain, I always kind of think about losing contact with the road. If you hit a big puddle and it just lifts your tires off the ground, it's pretty hard to recover from that. And a lot of our instinctual things that we do aren't gonna help. So if you just slam on the brakes, it's not really a good move. Tap the brakes, yes. You don't pump them, but just tap the brakes and allow the vehicle to kind of gradually slow down. But good luck remembering that when you're in a full slide, which doesn't happen that often. I think most cars are pretty incredible when it comes to traction in the wet now, especially if you have a quality tire.
Golden State Freeway.
This car, the Kia, didn't come with great tires. I think they were Kumo Ventus or something I can't remember. They were not expensive tires, and I'm not talking down on anyone who buys inexpensive tires, but these were not good. I think they were designed for low rolling resistance, high efficiency, but not necessarily wet traction or dry traction. They were awful. So at I think it was about 20,000 miles, I just changed them out. Some Goodyear Max Life, Assurance, whatever. It's an 80,000 mile tire, something like that. It's similar to the Michelin, and I like the car much better. It handles the rain a lot better. It handles, it just handles better in general. So I'm a I'm a fan of good tires. If you have good tires and you take care of your car, your chances of sliding out of control are, less. Still possible, but less. And, like the rain we get here in LA, it doesn't rain much, but when it does, man, it's bad, So anyway, gonna keep on rolling, getting some really good efficiency right now. As you can see, we're kind of in the charge, we're not heavy into the charge zone. What I like to do is I'll gently speed up. Even if I do have to use the internal combustion engine, I will speed up because I am on a hill and I'm going downhill. And so if I can build up like some more speed, then I'm able to get a little more charge, a little more coast time. Because the deal with any hybrid or even EV is you want to coast as much as you can, so that way, like, no engine, no motor is actively running, and that's where you're really going to see the biggest jump in efficiency. I'm not sure how it's going to look today. I'm getting to work. It says 9:33. That might give me time to park at the EV charging station. I just don't know if I want to walk or take the shuttle because it is raining. So I'm not sure I'll have time. If I want to take the shuttle, I may just have to park somewhere close to the shuttle and take it. But I really want to get that charge. The problem is, and I've talked about this before, like when you're going downhill versus uphill, you're looking at a very different rate of efficiency. So if you figure that I charged this car at home, which I did, it probably cost me about $1.50, $1.25, somewhere in that range. Just my rough guess. Because we get, I think it's about 12 cents a kilowatt, 12 or 14 cents a kilowatt. I can't remember. And this car has a 8 or 9 kilowatt battery, so something like that. I should do the math again. It's just been a while since I've kind of cared. Now then, if I charge at work, it's probably going to cost me about $2.50, something like that. So, the dollar something that I charged at home is going to get me, let's just say about 30 miles today. I think it'll get me a little further especially if we had traffic. If we had no traffic, we'll probably be looking right around 30 to 35 miles. So that's actually pretty good on a dollar and change. But charging at work and then coming home, which is uphill, and that's just kind of a different animal. Going uphill just zaps the battery. So I feel like I make it about 20 miles coming back. And that's on, say, $2.50. So, although I like the fact that I'm not burning gas, or as much gas, like that part's nice, and I'm also upping my MPG, which makes me happy as you play kind of the MPG game. And I feel like if you have some sort of an economy car like this, or a clean air vehicle, you are playing the MPG game, at least if you're not in an extreme hurry. So I like that. I'm just not sure how efficient it is. I'm not sure that that's actually much cheaper than just burning the gas and then just charge it home. I guess the price of gas kind of depends. But let's say that this car gets, let's say 37 miles per gallon without plugging in, which is about right, and that's like kind of a mix of highway and city, but mainly highway, because it does do lower on the freeway, and it has the extra weight of the batteries, so that's the downside. But let's just say 37 miles per gallon and then I'll have to finish this later. Get in the call. Bye. All right, so I got here, and I don't mean to EV shame, but you know, that's not plugged in. Not cool. All right, so I was going to do a little. There we go. Cold start. EV cold start. It was $2.10 to charge, however many kilowatts that was, and so I guess that's going to give me how many miles? There it is, 26 miles, roughly. It's going to give me less than that. So I was going to call out this dude for not charging. And he's been there, or she has been parked there all day. Same spot, you know, and it says electric vehicle charging only, right? And so I was going to make just a little stink eye in my video about that. But it also occurred to me, like, I'm in a car with an internal combustion engine, and I charged all day, even though my car was full after like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And it was here for like 7.5 hours. Yeah. So I kind of don't have much of a leg to stand on, except for the fact that, like, it was difficult to come back and move my car. If it was easy to move my car, I would, like, because I'd want to free up that spot. But it wasn't, and I guess I'm selfish because I did want the EV juice, you know, for my drive home. So it's kind of that tough little moral dilemma we find ourselves in from time to time. It's like, you know what the right thing to do is, which would be my car needs to be moved once it's fully charged. But at the same time, I parked and I plugged in. The Model 3 there did not plug in. Like, they were just parked there. It said charging only, not parking only. So, you know, at least I was plugged in, and I did pay. You know, it did cost me a couple bucks to do that. So, I don't know, man. Like, somebody's wrong. I mean, I guess we're both wrong. You know, the Tesla driver is wrong, and I'm wrong too, because I should have moved my car, I suppose. Bloop it down below. What would you do? What do you think? You know, personally, I think, you know, my heinous offense of having an ICE car and staying, you know, plugged in after it's been charged, you know, I mean, that's bad. But I kind of think not plugging in at all and just taking the spot for free is worse. But again, we're both bad. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'll check in later. All right, so kind of getting back to my earlier topic, I was just kind of talking about, like, the whole, is it cheaper to charge and drive, or is it, man, I even said stop Waze and he's still talking. It's just always like that. But yeah, so I was just kind of contemplating earlier, you know, is it cheaper to just charge at home and then drive the car on gas home and then only charge when I'm at home? Or is it better to like plug in at work and pay, you know, when it's available like that? Some places have free EV charging, and, you know, that's just like a bunch of winning. But if you have to pay, you know, then is it really worth it? And so I had all day to think about it, and I came to this conclusion. If EV charging, wherever publicly you're going to charge, if it's affordable, you know, if it's not like out of the realm of ridiculous, I think it's worth it. And I'll tell you why. For one very important reason. Not going to the gas station. And I don't mean that so much from an environmentalist point of view, although that is nice that you're not burning as much fuel, you know, with tailpipe emissions and all of that jazz, but not actually going to the gas station. You know, so if you think about with a car like this, if every day you can plug in at home and then plug in wherever you're going, you got to figure that, like, at a minimum, you're doing probably 40 miles of pure EV, and probably more, maybe 50 or 60, out of the total day's drive. I mean, and I know a lot of you probably don't drive as far as I do for things, which is great. So then you would do even better. But like for me, every day tends to be 100 miles or more. So, so that's kind of different. But, if I can do half of my drive mileage per day on just EV, then that makes that gas gauge kind of stay put a lot longer, which means I don't have to spend as much time going to the gas station. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a win. Whether it's actually like a good deal financially, you'll have to figure that out. But for me, I kind of think like for the convenience of not filling up as much, as long as the price is, similar, then I think it is actually a good deal to plug in. So you figure if I charge, let's just say, for simple math, let's just say this car will do 25 miles of EV no matter what, which, as you know, it's not true. Uphill, it will not do that. But let's just say every time I plug in, it's 25 miles. So if I can charge 4 times publicly, then that's an extra 100 miles, which could be an extra day of driving where I don't have to go to the gas station. Because like for the part of town I live in, the best gas price is about 6 or 7 miles from home. So I'm kind of going out of my way to save a little money on gas. And, I feel okay doing that. I just I plan it out, so if I'm on the freeway already, I'll just kind of shoot over there real quick. So it's not like, I'm not like leaving my house and going there. I'll just kind of go there, when I'm coming back from wherever I am. But like I said, just having to do that is kind of, it's a bit of a chore. I mean, nobody really enjoys going to the gas station, right? So in any case, as you can see, I've burned just a little over a quarter tank. 268 miles since fill up, average 37 miles per gallon, 7 hours and 5 minutes of driving. You can see I've been a little aggressive. Not so bad. 341 miles of range. I'm going to be plugging in this evening, so that'll add another, 25, 26 miles. I guess we could check my green score. Let's see. There it is. I forgot how to do this. Is it there? Nope. Is it there? Nope. Sorry, folks. Been a while. Probably over here. Eco level. There we go. Oh, look at that. I've got a 4. Not bad. Not great. And let's see my history. So, like, pretty solid MPGs. Ooh, I did really well on the 21st. Hooray me. That was great. Really bad on the 20th. Boo. Not cool. So that's a little bit of that. A little bit of hybrid fuel economy and electric motor use. You can kind of see how that all pans out. These graphs are not that clear, but well, I guess you can see it. It just shows you the time frame and the MPG during that time. So there you have it, folks. Really appreciate you tuning in. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I will see you soon in the next one.